All right. Well, good evening and welcome, everybody. Welcome to our brand night for tonight, Monday, March 24th. We've got one more week left in the month. My name is David Scoltetti. I'm checking in from Miami Beach, and it's great to be with y'all. Great to be with you all. And I've seen a lot of new names here. So if you're new, I want to welcome you. We do this same brand night each and every week, where we host the owner and or influencer of a particular brand in our marketplace, and we give you everything need to know to consume it, to sell it, to make money with it. And so it's really cool. So it's really informal what we do. If you have any questions, by the way, if you have any questions regarding this brand as you see it unveiled, just type it in the chat and we will have them answered for you. Okay, we'll get them answered for you. Now, with no further ado, I want to bring on JoJo Monroe. For those of you who are new and do not know JoJo, amazing young lady, entrepreneur, most of her adult, if not all of her adult life. She's a seven-figure earner in the relationship marketing space. But more importantly, she's just got a really cool family with two really amazing young boys. And she's living it all ends. So JoJo, I'm gonna pass it off to you. Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks, Pied Piper. Welcome, everyone. Yeah, for those of you that are new, we love our Monday nights because we do have a hub of over 27, 30 brands now in over 10 multi-billion and trillion-dollar categories. And we know that when you swap where you shop, you take everyday liabilities, things that cost you money, you switch it into marketplace. Now they become assets that can make you money. And you focus tonight on the number one asset that anyone can have. It's their health. And you talk about this woman that I'm about to interview and her brand. It is one of the number one brands in health, wellness, and weight loss. We call her the Queen of Lean. She is a 500K affiliate in MDC Marketplace. She has the fastest sellout rate of any brand that is within Marketplace, but more than anything, she is the coolest, the kindest, the biggest hype girl in your corner that you could ever. You don't even have to ask for it. She just exudes it. And she is none other than the Candace Bird Davis.
Can you
Welcome.
hear me, JoJo?
I got you, girl. Loud
I
and
love it.
clear.
Listen, thank you so much for the awesome and amazing introduction. I just love you, girlfriend. From like the first day that we met, like I always tell the story, you were like towering over me. And I was like, who is this absolutely beautiful, bubbly cup of joy? So I'm just honored and privileged to be in business with you, to call you my sister, to call you my friend, and to be able to do this thing called life and business together between you, David Scoltetti, and all of the people that are going to be on here tonight. I'm just honored to be here with you guys.
Oh, you're so cool. We love you. And you know what is cool? Actually, let's start here, because going back to how we met, I remember running up to you because you were one of the first people that I saw that was talking about a different brand, but you had lost a significant amount of weight. And I too had lost a significant amount of weight. And I was so excited. And you were kind of in the beginning phases of creating your brand with Marketplace. And you saw, I don't want to say a void in the marketplace, but it really was. You saw a niche that needed to be filled within Marketplace. So kind of give everyone your background on your weight loss journey and why you knew these products that we're about to get into would be the hot ticket, fast selling out products that they are.
Absolutely. So great question. My journey actually got started, I guess I would say, from the minute I decided to become a mom. Okay. I had always been a more petite frame, roughly about 135, 140 pounds, all the way up until I gave birth to my first son. And just being honest, I gained 72 pounds with that birth. By the time I had my second son, my first son was 7 years old and I was only 6 pounds lighter. So let's just say I never lost that weight. But then I had my second son. I gained like 40 pounds from that, never lost it again. So long story short, right at the age of 30, I found myself going for my annual checkup, went to go visit my doctor. And at that point, I had weighed 276 pounds and I'm only 5'3". So, Jojo, you can probably guess what the conversation was with my doctor. And he had said, Candace, you either do something about this or you're not going to live long enough to see your kids give you grandkids. And that kind of like woke me up. And I never truly understood that my health is my wealth. But at that point, I really did understand it. So I'm going to be 100% transparent with you. During that season of my life, I opted for what a lot of people said was the easy way out, but it wasn't for me. I opted for something called a gastric band surgery, and it ended up being one of the worst decisions of my life. So I ended up having the gastric band surgery, and probably about 6 months in, I was having really bad side effects, band slippage, all kind of crazy stuff, to where I ended up in the hospital for about 9 days because of corrosion, all kind of crazy stuff. So I had to have my band reversed. And that, my friends, I felt was one of the most depressive phases of my life because I lost a significant amount of weight. I knew the tool that was being taken out was going to cause me to gain the weight back, and I did. So for about a 10-year period, I dabbled in weight loss. I tried everything imaginable out there in the market. You name it, I tried it. I even tried those pills that are banned from the market now where you would lose 20 pounds and gain 40 back. I did everything. And then I started to venture into natural supplements. And in my previous company, I, promoted and shared a product that I ended up falling in love with, which was a detox tea. So when I ventured over here to the My Daily Choice company in 2018, that was one of the products that I was really passionate about and I always wanted, but yet we did not have. So right around 2023, October-ish, maybe it was a little sooner than that, I heard about the My Daily Choice marketplace, and I had approached our CEO and owner, Josh Swagel, about the possibilities of being able to put a product into the marketplace, a product that I loved, but also a product that I knew that people needed as well. And we started the marketplace in January of 2024, launching our first product that you see on the screen there, Jojo, which is the Instatrim Detox Tea. That is my baby. That is my hero product. But I fell in love with that product in the processes of using that product because of what it did for me, but not just me, what that product was able to do for other people. So I want to share with you guys quickly about what this product is and why this product is important as well, because a lot of people don't understand that there are toxins in the air that we breathe, the food that we eat, and even the lotions and potions that we put on our skin. And what happens is our body does this amazing thing where it encapsulates these toxins in our fat cells. So if we're ever wondering why our midsections are getting bigger, why we're tired, why we're lethargic, why we have no energy, and why life just feels like it's miserable, 9 times out of 10, it's because we need a detox. So in January, we launched this product, 4 natural ingredients. And I'm going to tell you, Jojo, it literally changed so many people's lives. I see a young man on here now, Booker Island, and in his first 30 days, just on the Instatrim Detox Tea, he was able to lose, I believe it was like 29 or 30 pounds in the first 30 days, dropped down so many inches, and it's just been an amazing product in the marketplace. So that's kind of like how my story started, where I was, and how I ended up in My Daily Choice marketplace with the Get Bodied Wellness brand.
I love it. And you guys, that tea, for like, I've lost all my pounds, right? I don't need to have the whole dramatic story again that I got to go through, which was losing 72 pounds as well. But I still take the Instatrim tea, you guys. I still love it at night as a hot tea. I pour it in my hot water and it's so soothing and gentle. And what I love about it is it's not an explosive experience. It's got the chamomile in it. It's so lovely and it just keeps you regular, and everyone needs a detox. And so I love this product. There's probably 5 bags in our house between my dad, my mom, myself, and my husband, but there will never not be a bag of Instatrim Detox Tea in our house. So let's go from there, Candace, because these next 2 are game changers. Everybody, and I know you're going to go into it. There's a lot of things going around the world right now about taking shots that help you lose weight, but also have extreme side effects that are just detrimental to our health. And what you created is the natural alternative with 0 side effects, only side benefits. So let's go into TrimBody and your newest claim to fame, the Slim Body Drops, which I can't wait for everyone to hear more about.
Yes. So, okay, Trim Body is absolutely my baby. So, a little bit of backstory on Trim Body and how this happened. It actually happened because I got frustrated and I got mad, JoJo. My mom was on those injections for her diabetic purposes. Okay. And I remember my mom calling me upset so many times. She would call pharmacy after pharmacy after pharmacy after pharmacy, and she could not get her hands on what was medically necessary for her. So I started to do some research, and I started seeing on social media where people were using this prescription medication that my mom needed to lose weight. And I said, there's got to be a better way. So I started talking to some people, started digging down and did some research. And I found out that we can formulate a natural version. That's how Trim Body walked in the door. We started that process in February. We were able to launch it in June. And that was the product that absolutely took my weight loss into overdrive, because over the years, I gained my little happy pounds and I found myself about 60 pounds overweight again. So right around June, I started to incorporate the Trim Body as well. And to date, since I started the InstaTrim and the Trim Body, I have been down 57 pounds. But Trim Body is phenomenal. It's packed with ingredients that are going to do exactly what those injections do. So we always say, you can lose the flab without the jab. And this product is going to be natural. It's packed with berberine. So you already know with berberine, it's going to bring that sweet blood back down. It's going, because anytime our blood is elevated with sugar, we start to crave more and we tend to hold on to weight more. So we formulated this to make sure that it brought it back down. For those of you guys who are interested in a weight loss journey, this particular product is going to literally silence the food chatter. And you know what I'm talking about. That's the chatter when you know you just ate a meal. Because JoJo, this used to happen to me all the time. I would eat a full spread and it would be 15 minutes later, I found myself thinking about cookies and Ho-Hos and Twinkies and Snickers and all kind of things that were in my cabinet. And I found myself going over to the cabinet, opening it up and going nuts in there. So this is going to quiet your food chatter, okay? It's going to suppress your appetite. It's going to bring that sweet blood back down. I'm going to be honest with you. This is going to balance your body so well that I'm not making any medical claims, but one of my good girlfriends, Kimberly Badal, she had a PCOS system to where she was having a hard time losing weight because of what was medically wrong with her. She started to take the Trim Body capsules and she's down over 62 pounds right now. Suyin Foster is down about 65 pounds on these products. But besides that, we just introduced on the 14th of March our newest superstar to the Get Bodied Wellness line, and that is the Slim Body Drops. Now, the reason why these drops were brought in is because I ran into a lot of, I like to be the person that finds a solution. And I ran into a lot of people, JoJo, who wanted to lose the weight and they wanted to be able to use Trim Body, but some of them had esophageal issues where they couldn't swallow pills or they didn't like pills. So I needed to find something that was in liquid form. So we went right back to the drawing table and we formulated Slim Body Drops. So guys, I'm going to tell you guys, this has been absolutely amazing. If you guys have tried Slim Body Drops, do me a favor and jump up in the chat and let us know. I know you've only been on them about a week or so, but let us know in the chat how you are feeling. I was formulating this with 13 different ingredients and I don't have them all memorized yet, but I'm going to go through them. Of course, it has berberine in it. It has green tea extract in it, which green tea extract is great for fat burning. A lot of people say they want to lose weight, but you also want to be able to burn your fat. So what this is going to do is it's going to increase your thermogenic process, which is your fat burning process. It also has green coffee bean in it. And whenever I was talking to the formulators, this is who gave me what happens with this. The green coffee bean is going to block your fat absorption. It's going to boost your metabolism and it's going to regulate your blood sugar. It also has cinnamon bark extract. It's going to suppress your appetite, kill your cravings, enhance your metabolism. It has Panax ginseng root, which is going to help with fat absorption, boost your energy, and support hormonal balance. It has Garcinia cambogia in it, and that is an amazing fruit that using the rinds of that fruit, it's going to help suppress your appetite. It's going to inhibit fat production. Raspberry ketones helps us break down our fat cells. So it's going to help our body flush them a lot faster and boost our metabolism. It has a vitamin B complex in it, which is going to help with your energy. It's going to help with metabolism. It's going to reduce stress-related weight gain. It has CLA in it, which reduces body fat. And here's the key thing to this. preserves lean muscle, because a lot of people don't understand that those injection weight losses that people are doing, they think that they're losing weight, but in all actuality, they are losing their muscle mass. So this is going to help preserve your muscle mass. It actually has fat burning enzymes in it. It has caffeine in it, which is going to boost your stamina. It has L-arginine in it, which is great for blood flow. So if you take it and you notice that, I said it the first time that I took the new formula, I was like, for some reason, the air feels cleaner, like it smells better. I don't know what it was, but here it was, my blood flowing through my system, carrying the oxygen through my body better. It also has L-carnitine in it, which converts fat into energy, enhances your workout performance and all of that. And to be very, very transparent on this one, I myself have been on it for a little over a week and I'm down 7 pounds. I have my sister-in-law, Tony Hale, on it, and she is down a total of 13 pounds, and she's been on hers for 9 days already. So it is going to do exactly what the Trim Body does, but with a little more. This one has more energy built into it. Why did we put energy into this? Because we understand that on your weight loss journey, you tend to eat less. Well, your food is your fuel. So if you're eating less, then you're having less energy. So we wanted to make sure that we put natural energy in it. We wanted to make sure that we protected your lean muscle, because we don't want you just losing muscle. We want you to lose the fat. We increase the fat burning, because that's the key thing that you want to get rid of, is the fat. And then of course, it also has the quieting the food chatter, insulin, sensitivity, burning fat, natural energy, and all of that. So that is the Get Bodied Wellness line. I'm going to be honest with you guys. The Slim Body drops are literally maybe 40 units before they are completely sold out. So if that is something that you guys want to try, I encourage you tonight to go ahead and get the order placed for the Slim Body drops, just because it will take up to 3 weeks for us to get that back in inventory. And if you want to get started on your weight loss journey, you would want to get that order tonight before they do sell out.
I mean, honestly, Candace, with all the other benefits, I'm going to order it. Like, there are so many benefits in there that why wouldn't you choose that over other modalities that we're using? And I think it's brilliant. And a couple questions that people had, and maybe you can take us through, like, how would someone take all three? Or I know you said Slim Body, you may not need Trim Body. And then the other question that Leah had, which I think is great, what do you think the latest time you could take the drops? You know, what gives someone a kind of a perfect regimen for the day?
Absolutely. So I'm going to share my regimen, because it seems to work for me as a busy mom, running a business, building a brand, all of that. Okay. So here's what I want you guys to keep in mind. The detox tea is better to take at your tailored schedule. So here's what I mean. If you are somebody who works a 9 to 5, it may not be best for you to take it first thing in the morning, because usually what happens is that tea is going to kick in within 6 to 8 hours in most cases. So I highly recommend that if you are somebody who works a standard 9 to 5, I would suggest taking the tea either at lunch or at your dinner time, because then if you take it at lunch, by the time you come home from work, it can kick in. Or if you take it at nighttime, by the time you wake up in the morning, you are detoxing as well. So the tea is going to fit into whatever your schedule is, because I understand people work mad shift, midnight, afternoons, and days. So you're going to just fix that around your schedule. Now, what I like to do personally, now that the Slim Drops are out, in the mornings, after I have my cup of coffee, I'm going to take 10 drops of the Slim Drops, okay? I'm going to put them underneath my tongue. I'm going to hold them for 15 to 30 seconds. Why? Because we have capillaries under our tongue, so it'll absorb into the bloodstream better, okay? So we want it to get into our bloodstream. After I take my drops, I do not eat or drink anything for about 30 minutes. I want to do like a 30-minute fasting phase. I'll also do the drops for lunch, 30 minutes before I eat lunch. I'll do the same thing. Dinner time is when I take the capsule. Here's why. I'm a person who is not sensitive to energy, but for some reason, the first night that I took the Slim Body drops for dinner, I found myself still awake at 3:30 a.m., wired like a 2-year-old who had no cause or applause to even be awake. So I prefer to take the Trim Body in the evenings, only because there's no energy in the Trim Body. And then I take the Slim Body throughout the day. Now, if you are somebody who is only taking Slim Body and does not have access to the Trim Body, or you have not bought it yet, then take your Slim Body early morning, early afternoon, early evening, meaning by 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. the latest. So that's how I highly suggest. Now, here's the key thing too, JoJo. With any weight loss system that you use, if you aren't drinking adequate amounts of water, don't expect to get phenomenal results. I don't care what product it is that you're using. Water is a key ingredient to flush your system, flush the fat, and get your body ready to go for your weight loss journey. So you want to focus on drinking anywhere a minimum of 6 to 8 bottles of water. And to be honest with you, go to Google and Google like the amount of water you should be drinking for your body build. And that's what you should focus on, because the more water intake that you can get, the better results you're going to get. I need you to get it out of your mind that if you drink a lot of water, you're going to retain water weight. That is not true. So we need you to make sure that you are drinking adequate amounts of water with this. If you are not seeing a result, that's because you haven't drank enough water.
Amazing. And, you know, I got to tell you, some of these comments, I just want everyone to hear them if they can't read them in the replay. Kimberly said she went from a size 18 to a size 14. She's losing so much weight. Dr. Erin, not only is she still eating, but not having sugary cravings, she's actually recommending it to her patients that are going into surgery because it gives them energy and ability to move and recovery.
Wow.
So that is pretty cool. And then Ava says her clothes are so loose, and she's doubling up doing both trim body and slim body as well. So you guys, this brand, like, go get your brand bucks and buy all three. Like, I seriously, you have to create your rhythm for you. And I just know I can't wait to get the slim drops now. Like, we've got to do it.
I love it. Can I answer this one question, JoJo?
Yes,
Because I feel it's very important. Leah says, how long should you stay on the products? Leah, you're going to stay on the product until you hit your goal. And then what I suggest for my clients now is they are going to either use the trim body or the slim body, one or the other, which one they prefer, for maintenance. Now, if they're using the trim body capsules, I have them just use one a day for maintenance. If they're using the slim body drops, I have them just take 1 serving per day just as maintenance. So if you feel that food chatter coming on, because to be honest with you, if you have not done a lifestyle change, then when you come off the product, if you go back to eating the same way, then naturally you're going to gain the weight back. So if you just want something to kind of keep you on goal, then I highly suggest one of those two for maintenance. And I always suggest detox tea because, of course, if we're eating animal proteins, breathing air, and using lotions, we need a detox.
And even all that water we're drinking, our
Yes.
water has stuff in it. Like, I don't care how filtered you make it, it's still seeping through. It's so important. And you guys, if you're on buying your brand bucks and getting this product, these are the #1 reviewed products. Like, go read the reviews. These are real people having real results. And Candace, I know the products are phenomenal, but you are the person behind the product. And that is why I think this line is just above everything else, because of who you are, how you promote, the way you love people into their experience and share that with the world is just unstoppable. And we are so grateful to have you here with us tonight and taking the time to be with our team.
It was a privilege being here. It was an honor. Thank you, JoJo.